Hello everybody and welcome to the Billiard Network YouTube channel. I'm Mark Gray and I will be hosting the match today. And today we have an all Austrian matchup. We have Max Lechner playing his good buddy and former world champion Albin Ouschan. This is a last 16 matchup in the Stella Open 2020. Playing a race to 9, alternate break, 3-point rule in operation. Exactly the same rules as we play on the European Tour. Always a funny matchup, I find, when you're playing a fellow colleague. I know in the past when I've played fellow English players, Darren Appleton, Chris Melling, Carl Boys, Darryl Peach, Imran, etc. It's never really that enjoyable. You'd always rather play someone from another nation. But then some people sort of like the challenge of proving that they're the best in their country. But this is a tough match to call. Max Lechner has had success against Albin a couple of times on Euro tours before. In great form himself, Lechner got to the final of the US Open last year. Sorry, the International Open, losing to Jason Shaw. So Max has won the lag and he's going to break here. Another good break there. Makes the one ball in the side, makes the wing ball. Seems to be standard procedure for these top European players now. Hasn't got a very pretty shot on the 3, but he has options here. If he can see enough of this, it is possible to make this in the top left corner pocket. This is one of many great matchups you will be able to find on the Billiard Network YouTube channel. You'll always be able to find us on Facebook, social media as well. Any great matchups that you're looking to find, please let us know on Billiard Network and we will download any matchups that you people back home are looking to watch, whether they're recent in the last year or two or whether they're 15 or 20 years ago. We will download them. So get subscribing and get to Billiard Network. Back to the match here, first rack. And it looks like Lechner's going to attack the 3 ball. And he's not going to be very happy with that shot. I think the main reason why he missed that, yes, it was a tough pot, but because it was such a thin cut on the 3, the cue ball was tracking around the table and you're never really certain that you're going to have position on the 4 ball. So it puts you out your comfort zone a little bit, shots like that. It's always nice to know exactly where the cue ball is going to go. It's a first real good chance to Albin. Albin Ouschan, for me, is one of the best players in the world. Been world champion, Mosconi Cup winner, and another amazing record he has. Him and his teammate Mario He have been in the final of the World Cup of Pool for Team Austria 3 times, winning it twice. That's an incredible record. I've been lucky enough to play in the World Cup of Pool on various occasions. I've played with Darryl Peach twice and we've got to the final twice, which is a pretty good record in itself. I've played with Darren Appleton, played with Imran Majid. Great tournament, as all matchroom sport events are. Albin not totally happy there with the position from 3 to 4. Cue ball just travelled on a little bit further than he would have liked. Just getting the referee to move the template. It's always a little bit awkward moving 2 balls when you've got 2 balls on the template that we rack with. When it's only 1 ball, it's not too bad. It looks like the 4 will go. It's not plain sailing this out though. The 7 and the 9 ball paired up. So at first glance it doesn't look like the 7 is going to be straightforward. And also potting this 4 and getting on the 5. Looks like the cue ball is going to have to be travelling around the table a little bit. And it might not even have a full pocket to pot this 4 ball. Played it with lots of side. He was probably playing for the 5 in the corner, but now he will probably elect to play the 5 in the side, take the cue ball around 1, 2, 3 cushions to come down for the 6. We'll just need to avoid the 8 in the middle of the table when playing this shot. Popular tournament on the calendar now, the Stella Artois Open here in Ostend. Played at the Tavern de Clock, very unique club we have here in Ostend, Belgium. It's like being in what we call back in England a pub. It's like a pub downstairs, and then you go up some stairs and there's 3 tables, and then you go to the top floor and there's 3 more tables. So there's only 6 tables, which is very unusual for us pool players to play a tournament with only 6 tables. But it's a nice, unique little tournament. I said about the 8. He certainly found the 8, but a nice lucky... He would have been unlucky to kiss the 8 and snooker himself. But any time you're dicing around hitting balls, positional play can go wrong. But looking at that, he's got the perfect angle on the 6. Just to leave a long 7. It looks like the 7 will only go in one pocket. Just float this in with a little bit of top. Yeah, spinning the cue ball to leave the long 7. Also this year, the Stella Artois Open is a Mosconi Cup points event, which, as we all know, the Mosconi seems to be the biggest event in the world. Team events always create more drama. Nice long pot on the 7 there, straight in on the 8. So it looks like Albin's going to get off to the perfect start here. His Austrian compatriot, Max Lechner. And it would be a break of serve because Lechner broke. Made 2 balls, but then went and missed that very tough 3. Paid the ultimate price as Albin runs them out to take a 1-0 lead. Second rack, Albin Ouschan to break. Leading by 1 rack to 0. Usually has a very solid break, does Albin. Hit them as good as you can, to be fair. Very unlucky. No shot on the 2, and the 5 and 6 have paired up at first glance. So doesn't look like he will be getting a break and run from here. If he can hit enough of the 2, I think he might be stunning the cue ball in behind the 9 ball and sending the 2 ball down table to get the safety, good safety, to try and take the early initiative in this rack. Safety play a very important part in 9 pool. Everybody thinks it's just a potting game, but the safety and the break are massive in 9 ball pool. Albin's electing to play the push out here. Interesting choice of shot. Messed the 5, the 6 and the 8 ball up, so any mistake from either player is going to make the run out so much tougher. So Lechner now obviously has the choice. He can play the shot from here, or he can put Albin back in. Very nice safety there from Lechner. You know, he had 2 balls as cover by playing what we call like the split safety there. Albin's probably going to have to play up and down, 1 cushion, just missed the 7. Might need 2 cushions, use the side cushion, just past the side pocket. I expect him to hit the 2. He also has an outside chance of making the 2 in the corner pocket. Good hit. Left a shot on for Max, but as you can see, 3 to 5 is going to require a very, very good shot. So I was talking about the World Cup of Pool earlier. It could be very interesting this year. Max Lechner's climbed up the Euro Tour rankings dramatically. And he has put himself in the picture for Team Austria, really. Yet how could you argue with Mario, he and Albin playing again and defending champions? So that could be an interesting choice for Matchroom Sport to have to make. Obviously, you look at Mario and Albin's record. 3 times finalists, twice winners. But other players from the same nation, obviously it's their dream to play in these big events by Matchroom, and Lechner's certainly put himself in the picture. He's asked the question, so it'd be interesting to see what Emily Fraser and Nick Teal and co at Matchroom Sport decide to do this year. Lechner also got runner-up at the International Open in the US last year, having an amazing tournament before just falling short to Jason Shaw in the final. He's left a perfect angle on the 3 here to try and develop. Oh, he's chose not to play it. No, just biding his time. Yeah, so World Cup of Pool this year, Team Austria. That's an interesting question for you fans back home. Get on our chat page on Billiard Network YouTube channel and Facebook. What are your thoughts? Get in touch with me, Mark Gray, and let us know. Do you think Lechner deserves to be in Team Austria? But who would you drop? Would you drop Albin Ouschan or Mario He? It's a very tough one, I know, but it'd be interesting to hear your thoughts, folks. I look forward to seeing your replies. World Cup of Pool, the format's changed a little bit, especially for England. We don't no longer have an England team anymore, which is a little bit disappointing. Matchroom decided to change it to Team Great Britain, which for maybe Jason Shaw has been the main beneficiary of that, because he used to have, obviously, his Scottish, and the Scottish players that used to play with him, not really 9-ball players too much. Pat Holt, sort of part-time player, English pool player as well, and then he's been having Scott Gillespie play with him the odd year, and again he's predominantly an English pool player. So Jason's probably the happiest about it going to Great Britain rather than having a Scotland team and an England team. So again, don't know who's going to get picked for Britain this year. I guess Jason Shaw's probably a favourite to get picked. But the second player, who knows? A lot of people say it could be me because I'm the highest British player on the Euro Tour rankings. A few people say it's Chris Mellon because they're good friends, and obviously he's always a great player, Chris. Then Darren Appleton's back on the scene. You also have the likes of Imran Majid knocking on the door. In all honesty, no British player has done that well apart from Jason, so be an interesting choice for Matchroom to see who they pick for Great Britain also. So back to this last 16 encounter here, and it's turned into a big safety fest. No one really wants to pop the 3 ball because the 5 is tied in between the 6 and the 8 at the top end of the table. Albin's going to try and play a 2 cushion kick here, come from behind it. He's made it as he split the 5. Wow. Great shot. Might be able to carom the 6 ball in. These top pool players now, you just know they're going to get out of the snooker, but you also know they're either going to put your opponent back in trouble or they're even going to make the ball out the snooker now. Years and years ago, players were just happy hitting the ball, unless your name was Efren Reyes. Efren Reyes pretty much retired now, but still plays a little bit. Any of you fans back home wanting to see any of Efren's greatest matches, get on the Billiard Network YouTube channel. Ask us what matches you would like to have. We will download them for you. Get subscribing, get all your friends subscribing to the Billiard Network, and get enjoying all these great matches from past and present. Got a couple of choices here, Albin. He could come off this 5 very thin, or he could play the carom to knock the 6 in. Both shots are on, just depends what he prefers. Played the carom and missed. I really expected him to make that. He'd be disappointed with that. It's a great chance for his fellow countryman Lechner to tie this match up at 1-1. Very early days in the match, but you never want to. It's always nice to get your first rack on the board. You never feel comfortable until you get that first rack won. It's always nice as a player when all the balls are at the same end of the table. You don't have to do too much work with the cue ball. Straight away you look at the table here, then toughest shot's going to be the 8 to the 9, and that's not tough for someone like Lechner. So you fully expect this to go 1-1 quite soon. Played it cushion first. Floats the 8 in nicely. Slightly closer to the cushion than he would like, but this is straightforward 9 to make the match 1-1. There we have it. Lechner breaks here in the 3rd rack. Again he makes 2 balls, but again he's unlucky not to have a shot on his number. 2 balls got itself stuck behind the 4. So if he can't hit any of this, he might have to play a push. Intriguing match this. 2 of the best players in the world, undoubtedly. Albin for me has always been one of the greatest players. Rock solid, good under pressure. But Lechner's an ever improving player the last couple of years. Always seems to be at the business end of every Euro Tour event. And started to make his mark on the world scene as well. Played a clever shot there, and that's worked out very well. Had no value playing a push out. Couldn't really play a productive push, so he decided to play the kick, and it's worked out very well. Albin in big trouble here. So that's another question for you fans out there watching Billiard Network. If you post into our chat page, let us know who you think is currently the best player in the world. If I was going to answer that, I'd be saying Jason Shaw. Not because I'm mates with him, but he's very dedicated, goes to the gym. He's a very feared player on the circuit, so if I was going on the chat page, I'd be voted Jason Shaw. Who would you vote for, folks, back home? Shane Van Bonen? Ko Pin Yi? Ko Pin Yi's brother? Chang? So many great players out there. Joshua Filler? Fiedegorst, current world champion. It's a young man's game now. Granite's getting too old for this lark. Life in the old dog yet, though. In the meantime, Albin's looking at kicking at this 2. It's going to be 1 cushion, possibly 2. Not an easy shot, this. He's not going to be unhappy with that. But Max has a shot here where he can come off the 2 and get the cue ball in behind the 9 and the 7, the 8, the 6. Very big cluster. Oh, he's actually looking at the combo on the 4. Now, if that is straight in, he will play the combo. If not, he has a very easy safety. He's looking very hard at this. It could be straight in, which if it is, I'm sure he'll attack rather than play a defensive shot. Just going back to the World Cup of Pool, that is going to be held in Saudi Arabia this year, which will be interesting. Always good going to new countries and that. It's one of the biggest things I've enjoyed about playing 9-ball is going to lots of amazing countries that you never would think you would ever go to. Places like Qatar for the World 9-ball Championships, where I was lucky enough to get to the semi-finals. Unfortunately, losing 11-10. I've been to Kuwait for the Kuwait Open. That, you just never think you would go to Kuwait. Great tournament there. They looked after you like superstars. I've been to Lebanon, doing exhibitions and played in a tournament there. Beirut. Who would think you would go to Beirut? Amazing place, friendly people. Went to Las Vegas, Philippines. Fujairah for the old World 8-ball Championships years ago. Used to be a great tournament. New York. 3 times for Darren Appleton's World Pool Series. Just a shame the Americans didn't support a great tour on their doorstep, but it was a good tour. As an English player myself, and I'm sure I'm speaking on behalf of many of the other English players, it's just a shame that 9-ball isn't bigger in England and we actually have some tournaments. Because we all do have quite good followings here in England. So Lechner made that combo on the 4, but unfortunately he's finished a little bit twixt and between on this 2-ball. He could play a bank or he could try and cut it in the side. But he's just finished a little bit awkward. One good shot could set him up for the rack. I think he will attack. He's a great curious, good potter. Well, he actually played the bank. Missed it badly. And you have to say he's got a little bit lucky there. If you tried to play the 2 in behind the 6 like that, you'd be there for forever and a day. So he's been a little bit fortunate there. Winner of this match will be through to the quarter-finals here of the 2020 Mezz Stella Artois Open. Very nice little tournament. I've been fortunate enough to get to the final here 2 or 3 years ago. I actually lost to Albin in the final. So Albin's used to having success here in this tournament. So he's playing a kick shot here. Oh, what a shot. Makes the 2 in. And now Albin has a great chance of winning the rack. He's played that, he's worked that out very well. He knew if he'd come off this top cushion and hits that 2 full in the face to the 6, it's sort of hitting the 6 half ball and was careering to that side pocket. And as we see, flew straight in. One good pot. And then the 6, the 7, the 8 and the 9 are all open down this end of the table. They look a bit congested, but they're actually not too bad at all. If he's straight on this, this is not perfect. Chose to spin that 3-ball round off 3 cushions with a lot of inside English. Just hopes he's got enough angle on the 6 to push that cue ball past the 8 so he can see the 7 in the same pocket as he's going to be potting the 6. Yep, he had the angle, played it nice. Nicely pots the 8, nice easy 9 to take a 2-1 lead. Fourth rack, Albin breaking, leading 2-1. And he's dry. Doesn't make the wing ball, doesn't make the 1 ball in the side. Very unusual to see him break dry. Every table break's different at every tournament. We don't always use the same tables, and like on the Euro Tour, when we break, we rack the balls up, the tables are tapped, but here we're using a template, so they can always break a little bit differently. Every table reacts different as well. The only good thing there for Albin is he hasn't left a straight-in shot on the one ball, so Lechner's either got a very tough combo, 1-5 combo, or he's got to be playing a safety. Decided to play the snooker. Played it pretty well. First glance, this doesn't look an easy hit actually. 5, 9, the 7 all in play. So let us know your thoughts. Get on our chat line. Get voting who you think is going to win the Mosconi Cup 2020. Do you think USA are going to make it a three-peat and win it 3 years in a row? Or do you think Europe are going to get back on the winning trail and get the trophy back again? Nice shot from Albin there. One cushion escape. Played it very well. Early on in this match, but there's a lot of safety play, a lot of respect between these two. First glance here, Lechner's just going to come off thin off the one ball, use the 9 and the 4 as blockers here, just spin the cue ball around 2 cushions, maybe 3. One, 2, 3. As we said, the 4 and the 9 were there. He's not quite got behind the 4, but the 9 is doing the job. And he's played the 2 cushion. Got distance. We'll be reasonably happy with that. Lechner does have a shot at a pot here, but the cue ball will be coming away from the 2 with the 2 ball at the top end of the table. The angle he has on the 1 here is sending the cue ball back down table away from the 2, so he could go for the pot, but obviously the problem he has is he could end up hooking himself on the 2 with a lot of traffic in play still. So he may elect to not take this pot on and stay playing defensive. Every player has a different mindset. Someone like a Chris Mellin, fellow English player, very attacking, likes to play the flare shots. He'll be taking this one on, and he'd either be sending the cue ball around the table or trying to just cannon it into the 6 to hold for the 2. But Lechner, I think he may choose to play safe. He's looking at the potting angle now, though. All depends how you feel. Some days you get down and think, yeah, I'm just going to pot this, no problem. Other days you're just not feeling so good and you think safety is the order of the day. And there we go, he's played a great shot. Like I said, pot the 1, cannon the 6, automatic position on the 2. In the end, he's made it look easy, but what a great shot. Giving himself a great chance now to level this matchup at 2-2. All the balls are in the open, nothing's paired up. Toughest shot here probably will be the 6 to the 7. Yeah, just needs to make sure he leaves himself good on the 6 here to enable position to get on the 7. Quite a long match this. We're still not played 4 racks and the match has been going on for 40 minutes. So this is the key shot of the rack. Pinpointed this shot a few shots ago. This is the key shot to getting the rack 1. Doesn't want to be straight on this 7. Straighter than what he would have liked to have been, but he's now going to have to leave the 8 ball long, which shouldn't be too much of a problem, but you'd like to get a bit closer to the 8. Good shot, good solid pot in the 8 there. Nice easy 9. Level the match up at 2 racks each. So 2 racks all here. 5th rack, Lechner to break. That's the best break and result of the match so far. Makes 2 balls, keeps the cue ball in the middle of the table. 2's come nicely over the side. First glance, Gilthead's chance to take a 3-2 lead here in this all-Austrian battle of the last 16. Placing the quarterfinals of the Stella Open up for grabs here. Tough one to call this match. Great friends off the table. Great adversaries on the table. Never easy playing a fellow countryman, I don't think. I've had many a great battle with fellow English players over the years. Darryl Peach, Imran Majid, Darren Appleton, Chris Mellin, Carl Boys. Never liked playing fellow countrymen myself. I'm sure some players do, but always find it that little bit tougher. But as the old saying goes, you should play the table, play the balls, not your opponent. Then it shouldn't really matter who you're playing. But it's never that straightforward. A lot of psychology in 9-ball pool. Who's the mentally strongest player you know in the world of pool? That's another one for you fans back home watching Billiard Network YouTube channel. If you want to get on the chat and let me know who you think is the best player mentally. Now, if you was asking me, I would probably say Ralph Souquet has to be right up there. You can walk into a room when Ralph Souquet is playing a tournament, whether it be round 1 or last 16, and you look at his face and you would have no idea whether he was winning 8-0 or losing 8-0. He's always straight-faced, poker-faced, never changes the way he looks, which that's a great thing to have in your armoury. You would certainly know if I was 8-0 down walking in. So let us know, folks. Get on our chat page at Billiard Network and let us know who you think the most mentally strong player is. Just while we're discussing that, Lechner's took advantage of that great break he played and duly runs the rack out to take a 3-2 lead. Rack 6, Albin Ouschan to break, trailing 2 racks to 3. Be hoping for a better break than his last one where he broke dry. Certainly a good break that, makes 2 balls. Has a shot on the 2, not an easy shot, but very makeable shot. Just have a little bit of work to do with the cue ball, drawing the cue ball back a couple of foot for the 3 ball that's on the cushion. But if he can make this 2, the balls are there for him to run the rack out. It's always nice when your opponent's just had a break and run, if you can then come to the table and respond with a break and run of your own. One good shot here sets him up for the rack. Played it well, just doesn't want to be straight on the 3. Any angle is good to get on the 4. Straight, it just makes it a little bit awkward. You might then have to start nicking a bit of the pocket. And he is straighter than he would like. Not played it well. He was straighter than he wanted to be. Didn't get enough spin there. If he'd got a bit more spin, he wouldn't have touched the 4, and he would have been having the 4 a lot easier. He should still make this 4, but he'll be annoyed with himself there, will Albin? Makes it. Cue ball does a lot of air miles there up and down the table, but he's played it perfect. And you've got to say, gilt edge chance to tie the match up at 3-3 now. So a break and run of his own there for Albin. Ties the match up at 3-3. Lechner to break. Seventh rack, Lechner breaking. Match tied at 3-3. Both players having a break and run, their last break each. Another good break there from Max. Mad Max, as they call him on the circuit. Real nice guy, one of the nice guys. As most players are, to be fair. Not perfect on the one, but one good shot could set him on his way here again. Another good pop there from Lechner. Looks a little bit straight on this 2 than he would like, with the 4 the other side of the table. Yeah, he's had to leave a tricky little 4 ball here. Had to take his medicine there. Couldn't do much more than what he has, but bridging over the knuckle of the side pocket's never that straightforward. Good thing with this is concentrate on the pot. The position on the 5 ball will be automatic, so just focus, head down. Make sure the 4, like so, perfectly played. Looks like this could be the 3rd break and run in a row here. Match just starting to heat up. Remember folks, Billiard Network YouTube channel is the place to be to find all the greatest matches of years past and present. Myself, Mark Gray, and my colleagues Imran Majid and Alex Lely will be bringing you first class commentary for all these matches. You can have matches from the GB 9-ball tour. You can ask for matches from the Euro Tour, Open events, tournaments from Asia, America. Any great matches that you remember watching or you want to see again or never seen before, get to Billiard Network YouTube channel and we will download them as soon as possible for your pleasure to watch them. And Lechner has just had another break and run, so it's 3 break and runs in a row in this match, and he now takes a 4-3 lead. Albin comes to the table, trailing 3 racks to 4 in this race deny match. They've hit a bit of a break and run fest mode here. 3 in a row. Can Albin make it 4? The answer is no. Not a bad break, made 2 balls, but he didn't make the 1 in the side, and the 1's gone down top end of the table. Not an easy safety, this. If you don't like playing safe here, you could always play the push out. He doesn't like this shot too much, taking his time on it. Getting to the midway point of the match, he certainly doesn't want to be going 2 racks down. Especially the way Lechner's breaking. Lechner's certainly having the better results from the break-off shot. And after all that time, he hasn't played a great shot, I don't think. He meant to hit it a little bit thinner. He didn't want to move the 1 ball as much as he did. If he's got cover, he's lucky. Because he didn't mean to bring that 1 into open play there. He just really wanted to snick it into the 7. But it was a tough shot. It looks like Lechner's getting his jump cue out here. One thing is, we know he'll hit the 1. He's obviously going for the pot. If he makes it, he's pretty much going to have a shot on the 3. This is not a straightforward pot. Ah, it's a great shot. Great shot from Lechner there. Has the bonus of knocking the 6 in, but that is perfect. Perfectly on the 3. Just to bring the cue ball back in the middle of the table. And this is a great chance to go 5-3 up. And then he will be breaking. So, key moments in this match coming up. Deserves everything he gets after playing a great jump shot like that. Plays it twice across the table, plays it well, straight in on the 5. Leaving himself no work with the cue ball to get on the 7. probably top the cue ball through off 2 cushions with a lot of English to come around for the 9. Top right hand side, using 2 cushions. There we have it. Nicely played. And this 9 ball to take a 5-3 lead. Rack 9, Lechner to break. Been breaking great this match so far. Makes 2 balls, but doesn't look like he has a shot on the 1. So probably a bit of safety. Got a few options how to play the safe here. I think he's just going to hit the 1 thin, come in behind the 9. No, that's not. He's not left Albin anything, but he was trying to get more cover than that. Important times in this match for Albin. Can't really afford to be going any more behind than 2. Pretty good shot there from Albin, as good as he could do. What a shot. What a shot from Lechner there. Great contact on the 1. 2 cushions, sending the cue ball down here to the 3 and the 6. Great shot. Got Albin in big trouble here. Just seems to be getting a grip of this match currently, does Mad Max against his fellow countryman. Albin's going to have to play a 2 or 3 cushion kick here. Just pointing the tip of the cue where he wants to hit the 1 ball. There we have it. He's made it. What a shot that is. 3 cushion kick and makes it. What a great shot that is. And he knew the one would be going close to that pocket, so it's not a fluke. And he has a shot on the 2 now, so 1 good shot on this 2. Makes it. Great chance now for Albin to close the gap. Spins a cue ball around 3 cushions for the 4 ball. And he takes full advantage of that great kick shot and runs these balls out to close the gap to 4-5. Great kick shot on the 1 ball there from Albin Ouschan. 4-5. So Albin Ouschan has just come back from his timeout, trailing 4 racks to 5, and it's hidden to break. And again, he's not happy. He's made 2 balls, but he's got no shot on the 2 ball. Doesn't hide his emotions, does Albin, sometimes when things are not going his way. His facial expression says it all. So remember, guys, all you pool fans out there wanting to watch great matches like this one we're watching between Lechner and Ouschan, any great matches that you remember that you want to see again, get in touch with Billiard Network YouTube channel. We'll get them uploaded onto our site as soon as possible, ready for you guys to watch. Don't just have to be the greatest matches, there can be like greatest shots, greatest moments in pool. Anything you specifically want to see, get onto Billiard Network and we will have everything you are looking for. Albin decides to play the push out there. Max has a shot on the 2 here, but the trouble is the 4 is at the other end. Hence why Albin's played the push out the way he has. Good shot from Albin, very good shot. Well worked out. Had to avoid a lot of traffic there. Cue ball could have quite easy at the 8 or the 7. Or he could have mishit the 2 and left it over the back pocket, but he's played that very well. Very important phase of the match here. Lechner has got a good chance of getting some cover here, good chance of getting a snooker. Playing the split. And again, he's played it very well. He always knew he had a big target there, the 6, the 7 and the 9 ball. And keeping the pressure on Albin here. Grueling battle this match. Blow for blow, these two players. But Lechner just holding the upper hand here, leading by 1 rack. And Albin in a lot of trouble. And the 2's headed towards the pocket there, so this gives Lechner a chance. Good hit from Albin, but you're never too sure where the 2 ball was going to go. One good positional shot required to get on that 4 ball. Very nicely played there. Absolutely perfect he is here. Looks like a very straightforward run out from here on inwards to go 6-4 in the lead. he's lost the cue ball a little bit there. Just got to be careful now. All of a sudden, what should have been a straightforward out, he's now looking at cannoning into the 9. Yep, this clearance is not getting any easier all of a sudden. In actual fact, that might have finished in a way where he could pop the 8 and knock the 9 in the same shot. Great pot on the 8 from Lechner, but again he's still not perfect on the 9. Really has made a very simple clearance into hard work here. Big shot this in the context of the match. And it just wobbles its way in for a 6-4 lead. Eleventh rack, Max Lechner to break, leading 6 racks to 4. Makes a ball, but no shot on the 2. 1, or the 1, sorry. No shot on the 1, the 2 and the 6 are covering it. So it looks like he's going to have to play a push out. Not sure if Albin's looking at a potting angle here. Has an easy save, but yes, he could. Nice pot. Very attacking shot there from Albin, because he could have quite easily played the safety. At 6-4 down, he's trying to make something happen, and that's a very good pot on the 1 ball. Can't quite believe what I've just seen there, ladies and gentlemen. After such a superb shot on the 1, that was a horror show on the 2 from Albin. And this gives Lechner an absolute great chance to stamp his authority on this match. If he can get 3 racks clear here, he goes a massive favourite to win this match and progress into the quarter-finals. You wouldn't expect Lechner to mess up from here, but then you wouldn't have expected Albin to have missed the 2 ball. Taking full advantage of that bad 2 ball from Albin. Just a nice easy 8 and 9 ball here, and he goes 7-4 in the lead. In a very strong position now to go on and win this last 16 match. So Albin breaking off, trailing 4 racks to 7, and this is a must-win rack for me to keep him in contention in this match. Oh, and it's gone from bad to worse. He's dumped the cue ball straight in the side pocket. Made 2 balls as well, so it's just left a nice 7 balls here for Lechner to get on the hill. And at first glance, there's no problems here at all. As a pool player, when you're breaking off, you can accept scratching, like if you get kicked in off. But when you just screw the cue ball straight back in the side pocket like that, that's not actually bad luck, that's just a bad shot, because it means you've mishit the 1 ball and got too much screw on the cue ball. So that's not actually unlucky, it's just a bad shot. He was under pressure as well on that break, Albin. At 7-4 down, he knew he couldn't afford to lose this rack. As soon as your opponent gets on the hill, you're in big trouble. And this for Lechner now looks like a great chance to go 4 up with 5 to play. Played that shot on the 5 very nicely there, Lechner. Kept himself close to his work, nicely on the 6. Perfect angle just to screw across the table for the 7 in the side. Nicely done, nicely on the 9 ball. Does his usual pre-shot routine. Cues the 9 ball in for an 8-4 lead. Albin with it all to do. Lechner breaking in what he hopes is the final rack of this match. Makes a ball, but no shot on the 1. As often is the case, you just want a chance straight away. And the balls have just not gone nice for you. In a very strong position though when you're playing an alternate breaking format. You know, Max could lose this rack. Albin breaks and run 8-6. Max knows he's got at least another 2 breaks. So he'll have a break off at 8-6, and at worst case he'll have another break off at 8-8 to win the match. So he's in a very strong position. Obviously he'll be wanting to win the match as soon as possible. In 9 ball pool, matches can turn very quickly. And again, he's played the split safety, and it looks like he's played it pretty well again. If he hasn't got cover, he's got the Chinese snooker, as we call it, because he'll be bridging over the 6 as well. So, tricky shot for Albin. Albin's definitely been the player that's made a few more errors in this match. And Lechner's break has definitely been the stronger break off. Hence why we're at a scoreline of 8-4 to Mad Max. Looks like Albin's playing the two cushion kick. He'll be hoping to get cover in behind the 4 or maybe the 9. The commentator calls that a treat. Played it perfectly there, Albin. Very good shot, just when he needed it. Has to play no mistake pool now to have any chance. Lechner going airborne. Gets lucky. So all Albin can do here is play a safety. And a great safety is played at that as well. Got the 1 in behind the 2. He also knew he had the 5 and the 8 paired up down table as more cover. Very tough spot this is for Mad Max. So once again, folks, any matches you want to see, get in touch with Billiard Network YouTube channel and we'll get them downloaded for you as soon as we can. Whether these matches are in Asia or America, Europe, England, we will find them for you. Or just your favourite players, favourite shots, favourite moments. Just let us know. Get in touch with us on our chat. Does Lechner think he can hit the tiniest bit of the one here? Wow, what a great shot. Done very well from that position there. Albin might be tempted with a long bank here. Would be quite attacking, but the 2's down this end of the table, so he could stop the cue ball down this end of the table and play the bank. See how he feels. He went for it. Element and safety though. Always knew he was going to leave distance, and there was always a chance the 9 ball was going to come into play as cover, which I think it has. Got the double kiss there, did Max. He was playing a cross double come safety, but the double kiss has just messed that up a little bit. Left Albin a long distance shot on the 1. Really is now or never for Albin. Cued that one in nicely. Come around the table for the 2. All about getting position on the 3 here. Once he's on the 3, you expect him to run the rack out, but the 6 ball could be coming into play here. He doesn't want to cannon into that 6. coming up to the 2-hour mark, this match. Very long match for only 12 racks played. Been quite a lot of safety battles. He's hoping to just miss the 6 here. 1 cushion to get on the 3. Yep, just got there. Didn't really want to be straight on the 3 because he's now going to be leaving the cue ball close to the cushion. Still got a little bit of work to do here, Albin. Not in prime position. Nicely played. Very nicely played. Gives himself a shot on the 5. Not perfect to get on the 6, but probably play the 5 long rather than the 5 in the side. Like so. Just losing that cue ball though. Again, he didn't want to be dead straight on the 6 because he's not going to get the cue ball away from the cushion too much. Just struggling a little bit now, Albin. You can tell here his cue ball is not good. He's not exactly getting perfect position on any of these balls, and he's even left this 9 a little bit. We've all missed them in the past. But no mistake from Albin there as he reduces his arrears to 8 racks to 5. 14th rack, Albin Ouschan to break, trailing 5 racks to 8. Good break. Again, I think he's been unlucky. No shot on the 2 ball. Hit him good that time, made 2 balls, 4 balls past the kitchen. he's missed it, and he's left Lechner a great chance here. This rack is pretty much about this shot. It's all about a 2. Can he get onto the 3? And the answer is yes. Played that nicely. This is his chance to win the match 9-5, take his place into the quarter-finals of the 2020 Stella Artois Open here in Ostend, Belgium. This is the only thing that could go wrong, is 4-6. I'm sure he'll spin the cue ball around 2 cushions and probably play for the 6 in the same pocket as he's potting the 4 ball. Yeah, that's the way he chose to play it, and he's absolutely perfect. And there it is, 9-5 victory to Lechner. Congratulations to Mezz Lechner. He takes his place in the quarter-finals. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me here at Billiard Network YouTube channel for watching one of these great matches. I'm Mark Gray. See you soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.